Good morning. Welcome to PCI's Company Administration webinar series. Today's webinar is how to be an effective company administrator using the PCI website to manage your corporate membership. My name is Nicole Clow, Marketing Coordinator at PCI, and I will be your moderator for this session. Before I turn the controls over to your presenter for today, I have a few introductory items to note. All attendee lines are muted. The GoToWebinar toolbox has an area for you to raise your hand. If you raise your hand, you will receive a private chat message from me. If you have a question, please type it into the questions pane. Also, a pop-up survey will appear after the webinar ends. Earlier today, we sent a reminder email to all registered attendees that included a handout of today's presentation. That handout for this webinar can also be found in the Handouts section of your webinar pane. If you cannot download the handout, please email PCI Marketing at marketing@pci.org. Today's presentation will be recorded and uploaded to the PCI e-learning center. PCI is a registered provider of AIA CES, but today's presentation does not contain content that has been endorsed by AIA. Today's presentation is non-CEU. Our presenter for today is Christopher Hurst, Membership Project Manager at PCI. I will now hand the controls over so we can begin our presentation.
Welcome to the Company Administrator webinar. My name is Christopher Hurst, and I am the Membership Project Manager here at PCI. Step-by-step instructions will be given for each section of the Company Admin Portal, including how to update your roster, view your invoices and statements, update important contacts, and how to make new administrators. If you have two screens, you may find it useful to keep PCI.org open to follow along as we navigate the Company Administrator portion of PCI.org. I will pause for a moment to allow you to bring up the website. What is a Company Administrator? Company Administrators are important links between PCI and a member company. Company Administrators will be the first person to receive membership information and updates from PCI. Company Administrators can access and complete your company's membership renewal form, can add and remove employees to your roster, receive notifications about open invoices and statements, view and print certification certificates, and update your key contacts. Key contacts are another vital aspect to ensuring you can take full advantage of your membership. The first area where company admins are important is renewing your company membership. PCI has moved the renewal process online, removing the need for any paper renewals. Each spring, you will receive an email notifying you that your company's PCI membership renewal form has opened. You will be able to access the form on your account page on PCI.org. Depending on your company membership type, you will see one of these blue buttons on your account page. These buttons open the online renewal form. Once you complete the renewal form, you'll be able to pay for the membership online by credit card or print out an invoice to pay by check. Next, company admins can update PCI key contacts. Key contacts are leaders at your organization that PCI will contact with relevant information and updates. Depending on your company membership type, you will have a different set of key contacts for your company. The form on screen is for non-producer, non-director members. For producer members, the CFO financial contact is especially important as they will receive the sales declaration required for your certification renewal. If your company is not comfortable having a CEO or CFO listed as the key contact, you can give an assistant or the closest equivalent person who would handle your PCI membership. You can access the Key Contact Update form on the Key Contact tab on the Company Administrator page. We will review the Company Administrator page later in this webinar. I have also included the key contact forms as a handout for the webinar. Erector members need all the previous contacts listed along with a certificate contact and an authorized audit contact. Certificate contacts are able to access and print out your certification certificate. Company administrators and authorized audit contacts are also able to print out your certification certificates from PCI.org. Authorized audit contacts will be the main contact for your PCI audit. Producer members need all the previous contacts listed as well as a market survey contact, safety survey contact, and a salary survey contact. They will receive their respective surveys during the renewal period each spring. Another important distinction for producer members are plant contacts. PCI has additional contacts listed for each of your plants that are certified with PCI. Another important function for a company administrator is updating the company roster. By updating the roster, you are ensuring that only current employees receive PCI member benefits. Employees cannot receive benefits unless they are listed on the roster. You should ensure that all employees know who the company administrator is so that they can contact them when a new employee is hired or when an employee leaves the company. Depending on what membership type the company has with PCI will influence how you manage the roster. For non-producer members, there is one master roster for all employees. If you need to distinguish which location they work at, the company if you need to distinguish which location they work at, the employee or admin can change the address listed on the employee's profile. By default, the address field will be populated with the company's mailing address. For producer members, there is a hierarchy to the roster management. The headquarters location holds the producer membership. In the headquarters roster, the admin will see all headquarters employees and a listing for each PCI certified plant or certified erector. Each of these certified plants or erectors have their own rosters that can be accessed by clicking on the plant or erector name. Each plant or erector should have their own company administrator that manages their roster. One person can be the admin for multiple locations. Let's go over how to access the company admin page and update the company roster. If you'd like to follow along, you can bring up PCI.org on your computer. To access the company administrator page, the first step is to sign into your account on PCI.org. You can find the sign-in link at the top right corner of any page. When you click Sign In, you'll be taken to a page to enter your username and password. Your username is always your email address. Your password must be at least 7 characters long and have at least 1 numeric character and 1 alphabetic character. If you enter the wrong password 3 times, you will be locked out of your account. To have your account unlocked, email info@pci.org to receive a reset link. The reset link will only be active for 20 minutes. I'll pause here for a moment to allow you to sign into the site or request a new password. Once you sign in, you'll be taken to the members-only page of PCI.org. This page contains various links for PCI members. From this page, you can access your account page by clicking on My Account in the top right corner. On your profile page, verify your own contact information is up to date. You can edit any of the information on this page except email address and company name. This is to ensure that accounts and PCI benefits are not shared to non-members. To update an email or company name, you must email membership@pci.org with your request. To access the company administrator page, please click on your company name under your own name and title. The first page you access will display your company roster. Employees on this list will receive member benefits with PCI. Member benefits cannot be used by an individual if they are not listed on your roster. It is important to keep this list up to date as ex-employees will continue to receive benefits until they are removed. If you're a producer member, you will also notice that each plant and/or erector division is listed on your producer headquarters roster as well. Each of the locations below your headquarters roster will have their own rosters for you to manage. To add an employee to the roster, please click Add Contact below the company name. Type in the first name, last name, and email address into the respective fields. Then click Save. When you add their email address, our membership system will recognize the new address and send them a welcome email with their username and password the next morning. Our membership database needs to refresh overnight to grant your new employee benefits. If you're trying to register them for an event or allow them to purchase a book, please remember they will not receive member benefits until the day after you add them to the roster. To remove an employee, click on Member or their work title after their name. A new window will pop up with the employee's information on it. To remove them from the company roster, click Delete. They will be removed immediately from the roster, and by the next business day, they will lose access to their PCI member benefits. If you would like to add company administrator rights to an employee, click Member or their title following their name. This will bring up a secondary screen that shows the employee's role as administrator. Confirm that this is the employee you want as administrator and that it shows company administrator next to the person's role, and then click Save. You do not need to fill in title or start end date for this role. If you'd like to remove company administrator rights from an employee, click the title Company Administrator following their name. Then click Delete on the role Company Administrator. The site will ask you to confirm that this is correct before removing them from the administrator role. If an employee leaves the company and is an administrator, you will need to delete both the member role and company administrator role in order to remove them from the roster. Next, let's discuss the Key Contact page. The Key Contacts for PCI tab includes a link to the Key Contact form that you could download to update your contacts with PCI. You can email membership@pci.org with your updated form. You will also see the current key contacts for the organization. If you have multiple plants or erectors, you will only see the important contacts for the location you are viewing. Having an updated contact list will ensure that individuals in the company receive pertinent information from PCI. Different PCI organizational members have different key contact requirements, so please be sure you download the correct form. Remember to review your important contacts list for each location following this webinar. I've included the key contact form in the handouts. With the upcoming renewal season, now is a great time to ensure that we will be contacting the right people for your membership renewal. Finally, let's discuss how to access company invoices and statements. If the company has an open invoice or statement, you will find two links on your account page. One for invoices and another for statements. Company administrators, along with billing and AP contacts, will receive these alert links on their profile page. They will also receive an email letting them know they can go and view their account page for these links. To view the invoice or statement, click the link and follow the instructions on the page. This now concludes the presentation portion of the webinar. If you have any questions, please send them through the question tab. Nicole, are there any questions?
Yes. Thank you, Chris, for a great presentation. We do have one that just came through. So what do you do if you do not have the delete option on your account in order to remove a member?
If you don't have the delete option, it sounds like you might not be a company administrator. So you should contact membership at pci.org to find out if you're a company administrator, or if you know your company administrator, contact them and they'd be able to help you out.
Perfect, thank you. Our next question is, can we pay for our PCI invoices and statements online?
At this time, you can pay for membership renewals online, but we can't pay for invoices and statements online. You'll have to contact the finance department at pci.org or at PCI in order to pay for those.
Sounds good. Our next question is, can we have more than one person be the same type of PCI key contact?
Yes, you can have multiple people be the same key contact if you're worried about somebody not noticing a notification. So you can have as many an admin, CFO contacts, CEO contacts as you like.
Awesome, thank you. Where can I find a list of the company administrators for my company?
Sure. Share my screen really quick. So there's two places where you can see who the company administrators are for your company. The first spot is when you're going to sign into pci.org, there's a link down here that says create a non-member account. On the top here, there's a warning about if your company is a PCI member, to contact the company admin to receive a member account. And then you can search for a company name and state. And then you can click the link to see who the company admins are. So you can see the company admins here. The second spot to find a list of your company admins is after you sign in. On the members only page, under PCI resources, there is the same company admin search. So you choose what type of company you're searching for. So a plant, producer headquarters, or any other member type. Again, type in a name and the state, or name and state, and then you can search for your admins there and contact them to help you have people added to your roster.
Wonderful, thank you. That's all the questions we received so far, but I'll give it another 10, 15 seconds to see if another one comes through. I don't see any other questions coming through, so that will be the end of our presentation for today. On behalf of PCI, I'd like to thank Chris for a great presentation. If you have any further questions about today's webinar, please email marketing@pci.org. Thank you again, have a great day, and stay safe.